identified in myself. So the skills, whatever that I have, it's a gift of God. That's what I believe. The skills whatever I have is a gift of God. If I make use of all these skills, that's a gift to God. A spiritual point of view, we can take it. And in fact, we know if we keep using something, that becomes sharp and sharper. Suppose we are not using it, it will become useless. So it's a beautiful gift that if I make use of all my skills, it becomes to God, or it becomes to society, even it becomes to the two people, those who have given birth to me, my father and mother. So let's see the slides here. So we have the topic over here, that is capacity building program on weaving life skill into our lives. So when we talk about this life skill, just I told a spiritual point of view, there are many points which is connected with it. So we'll be reflecting about this point next 1 hour. Sorry for interruption. So see the picture over here. There are many things it involved when we talk about life skills. Maybe the time management, maybe in self-development, or it can be a social atmosphere of a person. The way I look into an object, the way others may look into me, the profession that I have, the sacrifice that I do for, the savings that I have, a social components that I have, or the tears which I don't like to show others, or the intellectual part that I have. It's all things that is connected with our social skill. So, dear teachers or principals, those who are attend this workshop, life skill is nothing but a skill which I have and how do I make use of. Life skill is nothing but the talent that I have and how do I make use of. Life skill is nothing but I see something from others and I put into my life and make it something different than others. That is called life skill. So this skill which cannot be hidden, and if I hide, that will never grow further. So here it is not what you do for your children, but what you have taught them to do for themselves that will make them successful human beings. This is what a quote that we see in a common life skill workshops, and we see this quote. It is not that what I do or I teach. For example, I went to the class, I taught 35, 40 minutes. Excellently, I taught the students moral values, instinctive values, and life skills, everything what I taught. I came out to the class started shouting. They start misbehaving in the absence of a teacher. And what did I teach last 35 to 40 minutes? So when I come out of the class, the students should keep up the proper decorum of the class. When the students move out of the school, the students should know how should I behave in the society. How should I behave when I go to my relative's house? How should I behave when I am at home and when there is no parents? I should behave in such a way that I have to take my responsibilities. It is not that in the presence of somebody I act well and in the absence of somebody I misbehave or I forget my lifestyle or the responsibilities that I have. I think some technical problems are faced. Okay, sorry. So the primary aim of education is to enable students to do well in school. Just I said, it is not to enable the students to do something in the school. It has to be out of school. I can behave well. For example, when principal is present, the teachers behave well. It shows a lot of patience, a lot of anxiety, a lot of responsibilities they show. Suppose the moment we come to know May not be everywhere. Maybe some places. The moment we come to know the principal is not there in the campus, he might have gone for any official work outside, or he is on duty on that day. Then sometimes okay, it's okay, no problem. Principal is not there. Even if I be late for 2 minutes, who is going to inform? Not that. Suppose somebody is not there, our responsibility begins and it becomes double than the previous time. But to help them to do well in their lives, they lead out of school. That's what I was saying an example. In the absence of somebody, how do I behave? If I can behave and I can show my responsibilities well, that means I have been educated. So when we talk about the word education, Mahatma Gandhi said perfectly. Even we see the statement in the grade 8 social science chapter 7 or 8 chapter about education. Mahatma Gandhi clearly said about education is nothing but internal and external formation. Education is nothing but internal and external formation. If I can form oneself internally and externally, it is not that there's a proverb, all glittering things are not gold. All glittering things are not gold. It can be painted. By looking at outside, we cannot understand it has got the real value or not. Therefore, when we go to a gold shop and we want to sell something, the gold shopkeeper, he takes the gold and he scratch on the stone and he identifies the things which has been given to him is pure gold or not. It is not possible that by a person's that there is some kind of measurement on the spot I can verify that the person is genuine or not. It takes time. It takes time. But gradually the behavior, the way we present, that really will show what kind of person am I. A person who is having a degree of 10 plus 2 graduation or post graduation PhD does not make a person is educated. It shows that he is literate. Certificates are the evidence of literacy, not the education. Don't misunderstand. A certificate of educational qualification certificates shows that the person is literate or non-literate. My behavior, my presentation, my responsibilities, the way I present myself in the society, the way I take responsibility in the place where I do my service or in the society, that shows that how far I am educated. It is not sure a person who has passed uh, PhD, maybe literate, may not be educated like a person who has not gone to the school. A person who has not gone to the school may be an educated person. Therefore, I said education is not only the literacy. Our behavior shows. That is what we have to teach the students, that don't be a literate. Learn to act out of the classroom well. Even in the classroom, of course, it is included. Learn to present oneself. Life skills are abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individuals to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. There are hundreds of teachers those who are participating in this workshop, in this webinar, or workshop, it's a webinar. In this webinar, can anyone say that I don't have any challenge, that I don't have any problems in my life? Can anyone say that I do not have any kind of problems or challenges? I do have. Everybody has. If there is no challenges, if there is no problems in my life, I don't think my life would become thrilling one. I would have been monotonous. I would have been monotonous. For example, you reach into the class, imagine an ideal classroom. I entered into the classroom, all students are silent. I taught, all students are very curious. I have given notes. All students have written up with a perfect handwriting. I have conducted an examination. All students were present. All students appeared the exam well. All students got 100% marks. Result: all students have got A1 in A1 marks. Do you think it would be a thrilling class? I don't think it will be a thrilling class. It will be a gradually a boring class because there's no challenge. I am saying students are doing, I am saying they are doing it perfectly. No, there won't be a thrilling in the class. So this, challenge should be there. Suppose I do something, maybe students may be talking in the class, students may be doing some kind of mischievous activities, some students may be attentive, some students may say, teacher, I haven't got whatever you have taught. There are many things are connected with it. So make all these challenges into positive, and at the same time, don't be depressed of those challenges or problems. Don't be depressed of challenges and problems are not to make us or put us in stress. Rather, it has to be channelized, and it polishes our life skills, and it makes sharp and useful for tomorrow. The problems and challenges, those are the things which makes our life colorful, which makes our life, gives hope for tomorrow, which makes sharpen our skills. So we cannot avoid such things. So what does WHO says? Life skills are abilities that facilitate the physical, mental, emotional well-being of an individual. See, life skills are abilities that facilitate. What are it facilitates? Physical, mental, and emotional well-being. My physical fitness, or it can be my mental or my emotional, my feelings. If I am affected of it, it may not be increasing. See, there are two things what we see when we talk about life skill. Life skill, livelihood skills and occupational or vocational skills refers to capabilities, resources, and opportunities to pursue individual and household economic goals and is related to income generation. Many of principals, when we had meetings, or many of the teachers, when we have any kind of gathering or workshop, we share that the students of today are not having ethics in their profession. Children of today or the people of today are not having morality in their responsibilities. Do you know why? We are putting or we are training the students in that way. Dear children, you select a subject which gives you job. Dear children, you select a profession which gives you more money. We are not telling the students, you select a profession in which you have skill. You select a profession in which money, fame, and status should be a byproduct. It should not be a primary product. It should be a byproduct of your hard work. It should be a byproduct of your ethics. It should be a byproduct of your moral values. It should be a byproduct of your daily routine. It is not that money, fame, status, or the positions have to be at the primary. It's not a primary. It is secondary. It is secondary. So when a person studies, qualifies +2 and does BTech, he becomes or he gets livelihood skill. Livelihood skill. There is a story. It is a story called Sapta Vada. We might have heard of the Vada in South India, or even here also, for example, Patna, many other places. I am from Darbhanga. So in Darbhanga also we get Vada. In center there is a hall. It is made up of a kind of dal. So, Vada is available. So one person went to the shop and asked, I need a Vada. I need to know the cost of a Vada. I repeat, the person went to the shop and said, I need to know the cost of a Vada which satisfies my hungry. I need to know the cost of a Vada which satisfies my hungry. Shopkeeper said, 5 rupees. And he has taken 2 vadas and given to the person. He, gradually he had 2 vadas, asked, one more vada. He had 3 vadas, he had 4 vadas, he had 5 vadas, 6, 7. After having 7 vadas, the person who consumed it has taken 5 rupees from his pocket and has given to the shopkeeper. And the shopkeeper said, you have taken 7 vadas and how can you give 5 rupees? Each vada cost of 5 rupees into 7, 35 rupees. The person who consumed it was clear. No, I have asked you the cost of a vada which is satisfied my hunger. 6 vadas that I hadn't satisfied my hunger. The 7th vada when I had, that satisfied me. It's called the theory of Sapta Vada theory. It is not sure the previous activities that may satisfy me. I may have many qualifications. I might have worked in many institutions. I might have, worked different occupations, professions. There are people say that, I have worked here, I have worked in this school, that school, and I was not satisfied. Maybe reasons can be many. Reasons can be many. But it comes, satisfaction. A satisfaction comes. That satisfaction comes only through the making use of life skill, dear teachers. It comes only through the, making use of life skill. Then it comes, the Saptavada, the 7th Vada. That is called the skill that I have. I might have gone through this lot of process, but last I was happy by taking it that yes, now I have settled myself. So we have to inform to the students that no matter you might have got 99% marks in mathematics, your skill may be of something else. You might have to become an artist. You have to become a teacher. You have to become a doctor. No matter the highest mark, sometimes that can be a scale for measuring our skill. Sometimes we measure in that way. I have got highest mark in biology, so I can opt medical. I have got excellent knowledge in all subjects, then I can become teacher. I repeat, if I have good knowledge in mathematics, I can become engineer. If I have a good knowledge in, biology, I can become a, what is called a doctor. If I have good knowledge in science, then I can become, do BSc or BA, different subjects. If I have knowledge in all subjects, if I have a vocation, if I have a call, then I can become a teacher. It is not that easy. A person can become teacher. I can pursue B.Ed and I can be a tutor, but in order to become a guru, in order to become a facilitator, I have to sacrifice a lot. Unless and until I sacrifice, I cannot become a teacher. So teaching is not a livelihood skill. I don't accept teaching becomes a livelihood skill. It matters person to person, but it is very necessary that I have to tell the students it is not an income generation. So dear teachers, if suppose you're listening to me, you can write down a quote. It's my personal quote. I say, don't learn for appearing mere examinations. Don't learn for appearing mere examination. Learn for life. Learn for life. If I learn for life, my life will be successful. My career will be successful. What are the things that I studied that will be useful for examination? These are the life skills that we see in the daily life. It can be self-awareness, can be problem solving, interpersonal relationship, decision making, coping with stress, creative thinking, empathy, anything can be. So here we see 3 dimensions of life skill. What are 3 dimensions of life skill? First, social skill, emotional skill, thinking skill. These all skills are culminated or came together in the school. School is the only one place where we get social skill, development of social skill, development of thinking skill, development of emotional skill. So by avoiding a school life, it is not at all possible. It is not at all possible. So therefore, the present society, I mean the society includes parents, students, and school. Here, three dimensions I have shown of life skill. The same way for education, three dimensions I like to draw. One, school. Second, parents. Third, students. What is the role of a student? Go to the school every day. What is the responsibility of parents? Send the students to school every day. No non-attending classes. No flying students. Send the students every day. It becomes a responsibility of school. Provide the proper academics in the school. It is not that some of us say you don't come to the school, your attendance will be made. No, that is not the social aspects of school. It is says that if your life skills have to be improved, we sometimes know there are students, those who come for a practical examination, even they do not know the articles of the science lab or composite lab or different science labs. They do not know the names. Why? They may not be attending the school regularly. If the students are running away from the school, if the students are not attending college classes, how do they learn? Then what's importance of a teacher? How can they, instinct? How can they bring the instinct qualities? How can they motivate themselves? How can teachers provoke the students? So, school as a single platform, a common platform, it's a responsibility of us to give proper training for the improvement of life skill. Proper. There are three words which we can see. One, growth. Second, progress. Third, success. Three words. A human life, three triangle words. One is growth, one is progress, another one is success. Three these words seems to be similar. Growth, progress, success. I have growth in my life, I have progress in my life, I have success in my life. But even though these three words seems to be similar, these three words are not similar. It is different. I have got I was earning 30,000 rupees salary. Now I have got 35,000 rupees salary. Or my school is having a 4 crore income. Next year I have got 5 crore income. That means there is a growth. That is not a progress. It is not a progress. It is a growth. Suppose school is having 400 children, 1,000 children. That has gone to 1,200. 1,200 into 1,500. School can say, growth of number of growth. What is progress? Growth plus a human attitude. Like growth plus human attitude. We can say a kind of progress we can define as a teacher has been teaching. All students were getting around 80%, and by the good effort of students and teachers or the school, the students improved in academic. We can say there's a progress. Therefore we say progress card. Progress card, report card can be set as progress card. It is not a growth card. It's a progress card. And what we say about success, having all values and ethics. I have growth in my life. I have got plus progress in my life based on human ethics, moral values. Then it becomes success. As one of the movies, as three idiots, I've always got this that Amir Khan says, "Don't run behind success. Let success run behind me. Let success run behind me." Normally, what do we do? I want success. I want success. I want money. I want prestige. I want position. I want this. I want that. But we are unable to identify that life skill within me. I'm unable to identify and make it progress or success, making the point of intellectual way of approach. Intellectual way of approach, I forget it. I forget. So therefore, I said these social aspects, emotional aspects, or thinking that can be given through the school regular classes and school atmosphere only. And it has got 10 different aspects. When we talk about thinking skill, self-awareness and problem solving, decision making, critical thinking, creative thinking, interpersonal relationship, effective communication, empathy, managing emotions, coping with stress. I like to give 3 examples for each social skill. Thinking skill. I am walking on the way. A person came to me and asked, "Sir, my mother is sick. She has to go through an operation. I need financial help." A person genuinely came to you and asked, "My mother is sick and she has to go through an operation. I need financial help. Can you please give me 10,000 rupees or an amount which you can give?" Now here, in this situation, I will be thinking myself, I will have a self-awareness. This is a problem. First, I will realize myself, what does it mean? Whether it is a genuine or not. And it is a purely a problem. I will try to get a decision in favor of me or in favor of the person who asked for help. And then it becomes a kind of problem because I do not know it is genuine or not. I do not know it is genuine or not. I'll have to think creatively in the maybe by putting my leg into his shoe, and will have to think about. Or I will have to ask somebody. I may not be able to give a decision at present. Or I may say, "Please give me your number or address. I will contact you and say when I can help you." I may not be able to take a decision. So thinking still, it depends upon, and it is taught in the class. We know the other slides I will be showing it about CCE, continuous and comprehensive evaluation. When we were having experiment of continuous and comprehensive evaluation, we give marks even to this. We give even marks even to this, and a kind of thought it comes to my mind. My decisions are right or wrong. My decisions are right or wrong. And sometimes we can think, is thinking skill or for a particular age or for all age? Can someone put the answer of this question? Can you put in the chat box? My question is is thinking skill meant for a particular age or for all age? Can you please put? So for all age, we may for all age, all age, particular age. Yes, it can. It is for all age. Maybe it may be for, we can say, even a child of 1 year old, 1 day, a day old, even child to last everybody. How can we say a small example? A child of 1 year, a child of 1 year, when a person comes to take the child does not go to the person. Child knows this is an unknown person, I should not go. Child is going through a problem. Child is going through a problem. Problem is that somebody is showing the hands. Somebody is giving food. Somebody is trying to hug me. That person, I do not know. I should not entertain. I should not entertain. Child try to preserve. For example, a person keeps a vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, a pista ice cream, and ask a child to select. Child will select. Child will select a taste which he has tasted before, or randomly the child will select. Means in every age, children they think themselves. Maybe in a as per their age, but this thought will be there. And what about social skill? Social skill is all about connectivity, connection. How far I can have a rapport with others. What relation do I have? I am having a relation through which I am trying to maintain others. For example, I have to say maybe sorry, and if my relation can be maintained, say sorry. What's the problem in it? Why do you have ego? Why do you have ego? When I sat in the staff room, one teacher came to me and she started shouting at me, or he started shouting at me. I did not know. I did not know for what the teacher is shouting at me. When she becomes calm and quiet, when she becomes calm and quiet, go to the person and say, sorry, sorry, no problem. Sorry if I have hurt you. Sorry for the mistake that I have done. And you ask, are you disturbed of? Are you disturbed of? There is a four-lettered word. There is a four-lettered word which can give us lot of patience, which can make our life enthusiastic, which can make lot of relationship. What is a four-lettered word? What's a four-lettered word? Wait. W-A-I-T. What is a four-lettered word? Wait. W-A-I-T. Wait. It can give lot of life to us. How this word can give life to us? For example, principal called you and scolded thoroughly. Don't react. Wait. You tell yourself, don't react. Wait, 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 wait. What are the things the principal said? Listen and go. Maybe today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, go to the person and say again the word sorry, a five-letter word. S-O-R-R-Y. Sorry. Sorry. Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me what mistake I have done? Or I can say sorry if I have disturbed you. By waiting, sometimes do you know what we do? Suddenly we react. Suddenly we react. Our relation breaks. Husband maybe came with a tension and he said something to wife. Keep patience. Wait. Don't say anything. Wait, wait, wait. The relation will be better. Wife told something and the husband got irritation. Why to react? Say, wait. Don't react. Wait, wait, wait. A social skill, an interpersonal relationship, effective communication, and empathy. It begins. It begins. And emotional skill. How can we give an example for emotional skill? When I understand others' feeling and I try to manage emotion, if I can manage my stress, then I understand it is an emotional skill. I have got a lot of emotions. I always react. I have a lot of tensions. I am always in stress. I am always in stress. I will not be balanced. I will not be balanced. So I have to have patience. I have to have patience. Control the emotions. Let the world say. Let the world say. Let it. For example, I am going and keep on putting my tensions on me. Just to my father's tension, my mother's tension, my wife's tension, my children's tension, my principal's tension, my colleagues' tension, my friends' tension, my children's tension, my students' tension, my society tension. Keep on putting on me. Gradually, I have to bend on myself. I will not be. See, teachers, if suppose somebody does something wrong, let the person face the consequence. Let the person face the consequence and let them learn a lesson. Why I have to take tension? Isn't it? For example, my child has done something mistake. Let him get the consequence and let him learn. What is the consequence of it? What is the result of it? And next time the child will not repeat the same mistake. You can counsel in the school. And still, if the person is not, counseling is not taking a tension or stress. It's a guiding, it's a counseling. Okay, it's a counseling. So these three sessions, like thinking skill, social skill, and emotional skill, that it balances our life skill. See here, self-awareness, problem solving, a mirror. In ninth class, if I'm not wrong, previously there used to be a poem, mirror. If mirror can be your friend, you will be genuine in the society. We go to the studio and we ask, sir, I need a passport size photo. I need a passport size photo. And we ask, remove this mark here, make the face a little bit fair, that, this, and get a best photo out of it with a lot of additions. I would say no persons are like our profile pictures. Look at our profile picture. No people are like profile pictures. No people are like our Aadhaar card pictures. Both. Both are extreme. You look at our Aadhaar card picture, we are not like that. Look at our profile pictures, we may not be like that. If you want to know how do I look like, look at mirror. Look at mirror. Mirror gives a real identity or identification about us. How do I solve the problems? Puzzles are there. Where I will have to fix it. Where I will have to fix my problems. If there is a problem, there is a solution. If there is a problem, there is a solution. Only thing I have to discover it. Only thing I have to discover it. You think about, did anybody think there would be 7G? I spoke about 7G in Japan, China, and all. 7G is already implemented. In India, 5G is coming. In India, 5G is coming only. So when we talk about even 10G, 10th generation of computer generation, data fastness of data, is it possible? Yes. Yes, it is going to be discovered. It is going to be discovered. When internet was slow, the people start thinking, how can we make the internet speed better and the best? It has come to 2G, 3G, 4G. Now 5G is implemented in India. 6G is there, 7G is there, right? So only thing I need to identify, when there was darkness at night, people thought of how can we eradicate darkness? How can we live in light? People found out light. People found out light. When we thought about, I need to mix ingredients. When I thought of mixing ingredients without much manpower, man found out mixie, grinder, lot of things. That is what. If there is a problem, we will find it out. So problems are very temporary. As I said, how to make decision, it can make through a critical thinking. Decision making can be done through a critical thinking. And creative thinking can make a creative generation. We always talk about, smart society, smart, smartphone, smart city. There's a plan, no, in Indian government. There's a beautiful plan, smart city plan. And we have a plan. What is our personal plan? I should have a smartphone. Okay, and smart life. We have a lot of smart. If I want to have a smart society, if I have to have a smartphone, if I want to have a smart generation, if I want to have something smart, the best thing that I have to have is a creative thinking. Creative thinking. When I start thinking creative, I will be the best. I told one of the meetings of Aryavarta Sahodaya only that our NCF or NCF or NEP is insisting not to have an unwanted education. Creative education is needed. We have to teach the children to think creative. Anybody can. Anybody can. When everybody was doing coming as a scientist, Abdul Kalam thought something creative. When everybody were cursing oneself, why did I be in this country as a slave? Why I have taken birth in this country to be ruled by Europeans, Britishers, American, English people? Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, they thought creatively. When everybody was thinking about poverty, Mother Teresa thought something differently. That is what, dear teachers, that is what, dear teachers, I would like to say. Even though people suppress us, Abraham Lincoln has to come back. How can he come back? Through us. How can he come back? Through us. How it is possible? Creative. Think different than others. Think different than others. How this thought can come? You can write down a small proverb. They thought to perish me under the mud. They thought to perish me under the mud, but they do not know that I am a seed. They thought to perish me under the bed, under the mud, but they do not know that I am a seed. This is called creative thinking. This is called, creative thinking. If they try to suppress me, put into the under the mud, I will sprout from there. I will give a new life. I'll give new light. I'll take new breath. I will come out. I will give a fragrance of positivity, creativity, enthusiasm. I will simply put into the society. This is called, creative thinking. This is called creative thinking that I should have. That will lead us to, as I said previously also, interpersonal relationship. How far I have good relation with others. Effective communication. A person who shares with you, don't share your problems. Listen peacefully. Don't give advice. Unless and until somebody asks you advice, don't give advice. Advice is supposed not to be, free of cost. It is so I can simply spread out. No. Unless somebody asks you, don't give any advice. That is not effective communication.
Shibu sir, I think you got muted. Please unmute. You are not audible. Please unmute yourself.